Hey, it's going pretty good. I think I sorted a lot of the weird issues I was having yesterday, which I guess going to sleep and trying to figure it out in the morning kind of worked. uh, just kind of reworking the emitter a little more, but um, overall it's getting a little better. No, no, no. I made my emitter way too small. How's your days going so far? I guess you guys just woke up. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you're just starting the day. Pretty alright. This is like the only thing that's kind of motivating me outside of work right now. So this is kind of fun. Kind of going back into doing like side project stuff. So is that already Thursday? Holy crap! This week has gone by so fast. I don't know if it's felt like that for you. AI is gonna finish the shot. No, just kidding. Hopefully I can get today and get more of the nice detail from these sims. I think I can get kind of close. I don't know how much of this is like actual smoke that needs to get mixed in it though, but we'll see. I think having a little bit of a better emitter is going to help too. Yeah, I think this emitter is going to work. Cash out the low res. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's working a little better. So the airfield I think will read. We'll cash that out though. Yeah, so those are getting rasterized into volumes based off of like the fuel type that I have set, and then that is getting plugged into this airfield, which is going to kind of give us the low res like large scale feel of the flamethrower, and then this airfield gets plugged into the high res sim with the same particles, but the particles are rasterized and a little bit of a higher resolution with some like noise. But it's always tricky with fire, I find, with like adding noise to the source, because if you put too much noise in the fire source, like it almost kills the entire sim. So yeah, fire is kind of like my least area of expertise. So this is kind of fun getting into it a little better. No, that would be cool. But yeah, currently it's just all on the same machine. This machine's kind of newer. I got it maybe last year. Um, I got one of like the Threadrippers before they stopped getting, before they stopped making them. So I think I got a little lucky with the Threadripper. But yeah, it would be nice in the future though to have it. Or I just saw that uh, Deadline works with Amazon Web Services for like cloud rendering. So you can have your own render farm now in the cloud with Deadline. I don't know how expensive it is though, but that would be kind of cool to have. Yeah, they really are. Yeah, I I just wanted to try it, but I know like the Intel's having has gotten some really good chips. Or they're starting to make a lot better ones. I think they're competing more with AMD. Because I know for a minute their AMD was like at its peak, or like, you know, a little better, especially like on Linux machines. I think there's an issue with AMD processors on Windows operating systems. Like I don't think it uses the full like capacity compared to like if it was on a Linux machine. Oh, did they really? I had no idea they did that. Okay. Oh, so I think the issue with the airfield is it's kind of rising way too fast over here. But I think the height might work. Maybe, oh, I should have adjusted that before. Just need a copy of this wrangle. Yeah. Yeah, I used Tractor when I was at Mr. X, and I was not a fan. But you know what's funny is like, because Pixar develops Tractor, but they don't even use Tractor at Pixar. At least I don't think they do. Like, the way you would access the farm was really weird. Yeah, I haven't really messed too much with the buoyancy right now. Yeah, right now it's set to 1, um, which it actually might be rising too high too quickly. Like, yeah, maybe that needs to be like half. I think by default Pyro now they try to set it to like 2. Yeah, but or yeah, I had it set to 2, but maybe we should try like 0.75. It might be a little better. And then just making sure we're using that full velocity. Yeah, that could be true. Yeah, it's definitely weird because I remember before they wrapped it up and before it was sparse, they had like fuel and stuff, but they kind of got rid of all of that. Like with fuel, I remember fuel is like pretty hard to set up, but it seems a lot of like proprietary solvers use like fuel. Maybe this will be a little better. Yeah. Yeah, they really did. Like I have a lot of issues with like the SOPs ones just because like since I teach like my destruction classes on the weekends with the destruction SOPs, and like I really love just being able to drop these down and like, not have to set stuff up. Okay, so let's. Yeah, I've used chops a couple times, and it's definitely weird. But I know there's like some people that are like really good with chops, and I don't get it. Okay. Yeah, it's reading a little better, but it's definitely not rising as high anymore. It is nice that they added the density influences gravity. Um, you can get a lot of nicer like realism. Yeah, yeah, Vellum is nice for that. Yeah, because it seems like it's the opposite, where like the solver, when you go inside DOPS, it seems a little less like there's not as much interface stuff. Yeah, density gravity is like a newer thing in Houdini that just I think it just came out in Houdini 20. Um, but basically, like, let me draw something real quick. But like this area is like a little less dense. So like, and then you could say like these areas are more dense. So like gravity is gonna affect this area and like push it down to add some more realism. Um, like if it can add a lot of nice subtleties, and like you could also use it for like a better wind force too. So like if you want everything to like peel away at the less densities areas, like these areas, and you wanted them to go like screen left, like you can have these areas get pulled faster than like these core areas right here. Let's erase all that. Go away. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is gonna work a lot better for the flamethrower. Yeah, yeah, it's cool. Like I made a thing in Houdini before they had a tool like that to do some stuff, and like yeah, you can get a lot of nicer looks. And it's pretty easy too, cuz um you basically just need to capture like what the highest level of density is, and then just make like a fit it into a ramp, and then like multiply velocity to go in whatever direction you want. Yeah, I'm gonna cache this one out. Maybe I'll make the buoyancy slightly higher. A fantasy? I'll look that up. Oh, hi. Hi, Cedric. We have a viewer on Kick. So just for any confusion, Cedric, I'm streaming on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch at the same time. So I might go like back and forth. uh, I've heard a lot of negative things about Kick. Um, but the way I see it, like since I want to start out and maybe see if streaming's like a possibility in the future, like I don't think it hurts to try all of them. What is interesting is I've gotten more viewers on Kick. Like I get more people coming in and out of the stream more frequently than I've seen on Twitch. And then YouTube's the opposite. Like I don't think I've ever gotten a viewer on YouTube, but I just kind of throw it out there. Yeah. Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, it's pretty dead there. Like, um, there's only one streamer I know of, like, but he's a Destiny streamer that like he got a lot of followers on YouTube, and then now he like kind of slowly transitioned them to Twitch, which was I thought was really clever because what he would do would he would stream on YouTube for a majority of the stream, and then for like the last 2 hours he would tell everyone, oh, I'm gonna go to Twitch, and then like a handful of people at a time would go there and watch him. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the contract stuff. I feel like in the long run, having a contract like that is gonna hurt you. Just seeing from like the big streamers that like went to like I think the one that Facebook tried doing, and like a lot of those people had a lot of views, and then um, they kind of like lost them pretty quickly. I think once they stopped with those contracts. Tarkov is cool though, but I think it isn't it like still in alpha. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't played it, but yeah, it looks from what I've watched, it's like pretty cool. I've been playing a lot of like I mainly play Destiny 2, and like there's a lot of stuff that came out this week, so my girlfriend and I kind of play that before I started the whole streaming. Helldivers 2 is a lot of fun too. Yeah, I kind of say that with like our industry, like there's some people that like label themselves like seniors really fast, and then there's some people that like, oh, I'm just an artist. And it's like the whole labeling thing is, yeah, beta is like very far. um yeah, I was just watching Pirate Software play, like he played an alpha of a game that like uh it was so far ahead that like it's like this isn't even an alpha, like you just want some fine tuning notes, like Yeah. Yeah, I think the sim's gonna work. I don't know, maybe I should kill the dissipation, but since this is just an airfield, we'll see. I'd have to lower the resolution just to look at this thing. Oh, I did add a lot more substeps. Yeah. Yeah, so from what I know, with like the difference between the global ones and oh, get this back. Yeah, the global substeps and these substeps is like, these are like simulation steps. So like, yeah, exactly, yeah. Okay, yeah, you get it. Yeah, I know like these substeps, they use like that CFL condition. So like, you look at a grid. So like, yeah, so like if the particle is like here, and the next frame it's here, and it takes, fuck, I don't remember. uh I think it like, yeah, so if it's a max, if the CFL in this case should be set to like 4. So then if the particle starts tracing and say it gets to here or like here, and it takes, I think, yeah, like CFL kind of matters. So like, if it takes like 2 substeps for the particle to get to here, and you have the CFL like the max set to 5 and the CFL set to 4, like then it will only use 2 substeps for that particle. But like, say like uh like this is a value of like say this takes 5 steps to get to here, and you only have like 2, then like it's gonna not step. Oh, double voice. Oh, let me check OBS. Okay. I think I fixed it. I had the unfiltered mic unmuted, so I think it was using my unfiltered mic and the filtered one. Uh, okay. Use the pen. Oh, you heard the PC running? Oh crap, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, that was... I should have had that muted. Yeah, I used the Sonar microphone with SteelSeries, because you can like filter all your audio channels, which is super cool. And then the mic has this like oh, okay. The mic has this setting for like noise cancellation with AI. But it's funny because like this works really good, but if other people are talking, it still picks up their voices because they trained it to detect voices, but they didn't train it to like filter out different voices from different people. But this actually works really well. It's just if other people are talking, it still like messes up. But you can like filter your voice, so like if I wanted to talk like a walkie-talkie, I could. It's actually funny doing the walkie-talkie because I set it in like PUBG because I play PUBG every now and then, and you can set the game audio to be like a walkie-talkie voice, so when you like kill someone, it sounds like, or you talk to someone in the game, it sounds like a walkie-talkie. But it's good too for games because like you can they have all these presets, so if you're playing like like a shooter uh like Tarkov or Call of Duty and you want to hear footsteps more, um you can kind of hear them better. Yeah, PUBG, I stopped playing it and then I started playing again, and a lot more people are playing it again. It was getting really bad like a couple months ago because like I think 80% of the people that you'd face like in each match were bots. So you're just like killing bots half the time. And now the bots are kind of like a dead giveaway of like where people are. Yeah. Yeah, the first 2 maps were pretty good. One thing I learned watching one of the PUBG streamers is like they they have different um like rules of like how they set up the servers for different like areas. So like the like Korean servers are like way better than like the UK servers and the US servers. Like because the US servers have a lot of bot issues where like the player base is not that big, so there's a lot of bots. Um, where like the UK doesn't have that issue. It's really weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little like weird that they did that. Oh, it's getting pretty explosive. Flow Fields, thank you for the follow. I like your name. Do you work in games? Oh, nice. Yeah, I guess you're kind of seeing like the artist side of it. I'm I wouldn't consider like myself a really technical artist, but I feel like I'm halfway between both. I don't like drawing, and a lot of math hurts my head. Yeah, so right now I'm trying to create this flamethrower effect in Houdini. Um, so I can kind of walk you through what I've been doing. So no, it's fine. uh, I like talking. This is fun. Uh, so it's a really like basic particle setup where I've just kind of like have 2 points, kind of like directing where the traffic is going, like how I'm shooting the flames basically, and then that gets kicked out into this particle sim with like some wind. And then that gets meshed into like a pretty low res fluid, and then that fluid gets made into a better source, and then that gets fed into a flip sim. But before the flip sim, I'm kind of giving it random like attributes for fuel. So if it's green, it's gas. If it's red, it's like napalm, and blue is diesel. And then that gets fed into the flip sim here. So uh, basically, it just kind of controls the life. So you can kind of see like the blue kind of doesn't live as long, and then the green kind of like emits, and then all the red ones kind of like shoot out. Um, so I'm kind of cheating it a little bit, and then I'm trying to make um, the fuel sources on the liquids, and then apply that to um, the fire. And then we made an airfield here, so like this is a low res flame sim that's going to kind of give us these shapes that we like from the reference, and then applying this low res velocity to the high res simulation. So we're kind of in the process of applying all that back to the high res simulation, um, just for the flames, and then after I have another simulation to run emission of smoke from the flames. Are you trying to do a lot of like real time simulation? Because I know games I've like they're starting to get more advanced with um like trying to simulate more in the game engines. Oh, oh, oh yeah. So you go for like the really accurate, like, yeah, that's awesome. So you do the kind of simulations that I've seen where like um where people are like looking at the flow of like airplane, like kind of like airplane dynamics, right? Like how the engines and stuff are. Yeah, CFD, yeah. Yeah, those are always so cool to look at. Like I feel like in film, like we try to get as close to that as possible, but like that stuff's like super expensive. And then the director's like, I don't know if that looks right. We're getting a lot of nicer detail than we did yesterday. So I think the detail stuff that I was putting in is working. It's still a little blown out though. So did you go to school for computer science? I'm guessing. This detail's looking kind of nice. Turn down the black body. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is actually might look really nice. We'll see. Uh, we should let it play out. Maybe I should cache it. Yeah, it's a bigger difference than yesterday, for sure. Yeah, so the issue I found yesterday when we were trying to when I was trying to make that mask in the pyrosim, uh bring that. So uh so like all these fields I was referencing the flame field. Um but there was one I forgot about in this VOP here. I was trying to cook. Me go to manual. So by default it's like importing the density here, and I was plugging the density into this multiply, so everything was trying to get multiplied by density. So I had to bring in the flame field here and plug it in. Like that was like the one thing I was missing. And then I also noticed in these gas match fields, uh, if you don't specify the field here, the match, if you use same as reference, and there's something wrong, it won't actually like make the field. It'll spawn it like at the origin instead of like putting it in world space where the rest of your bounding boxes are. So if you specify it, it actually uh, makes sure the bounding boxes are properly, even if you're not storing data there. Um, but yeah, the masking works now. So now, like this wrangle, we're using the flame mask and the speed gradient. So then we can isolate the edges of the fire, and then also like only apply it within a certain value of the flame field, so not all of it's getting like disturbed. And I think that's pretty much it. Like, I kind of just promoted it all up to a controller now, so um, like I have the speed mask set to a value of 1 to 7, and then the flame mask from 0.5 to 0.85 to 1. So yeah, it's kind of working a little better. Um, yeah, I should cash this out. So then we'll see what the whole sim looks like, and then see what it looks like when we apply the smoke to it. Actually, I'll do a low res one first, just so we kind of have something to mess with for the smoke. Oh, this doesn't take too long. Are any of you planning on watching the Fallout show that came out? I watched like half of it. I need to finish it, but it's pretty cool. I never played the games, but my girlfriend did, and she's digging it. Oh, yeah, Dune is was really good. Yeah. I don't think it is. I think this is all CPU. Yeah, or maybe I haven't done a lot of GPU simulations. So maybe I should give that a try. Yeah, I think it's like a checkbox. So I'm not actually too sure. Yeah, it might. Yeah, there's the minimal OpenCL solve. Yeah, I might have to experiment with that on my own. I haven't done too many GPU simulations, so Yeah. Um. Oh, the Embergen question. Yeah, I've heard of Embergen. It is cool. Um, I know there's like some issues. I think for like live action production, because you're kind of like importing. You have to import all your assets into it. Like I feel like if they made it into some sort of plugin, it might have a little more success. Um, and I think it's all real time. Like for film, like we work most of the time in like 24 frames per second, and I don't think it works as well sometimes. I haven't really messed with it though. Yeah, and I think it has the issue that ILM has like their, I don't know if they still use it, but it's called the Plume solver, which it was almost like a real time render from a simulation that they could like see in the viewport. Um, and it was like really fast to see the simulations, but then when it came to writing out the data, it was so slow, like almost like running like regular simulations. But they were able to see the previews of it very quickly. Um, it's an older thing. Like I think they developed it for the Avatar. Mm. Wait, what is APU? I've never heard of that before. So the simulations that you run flow field, is that like a what type of software do you have to have for that, or is that all something that's like kind of written, or sorry, not written, but is it something that you C++? Oh wow. Wow, yeah, that's cool.